I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by the one and only Iliman Ndiaye. What's up, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for taking the time, man. I appreciate it. I know you just stepped off of the pitch of training, so I hope you can catch your breath. We're gonna hopefully we don't make you laugh too much where you get too
Right?
tired.
Well,
but,
working your abs, so we're helping. You know what I mean?
Iliman, dude, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is obviously, as an Everton fan, it's always a really dope to get to do stuff like this. But you are look, you're easily becoming like a fan favorite, and I want to get to your background a little bit, but the one thing about you, as soon as you started playing for Everton, it's like, dude, this is one of the silkiest dribblers I've ever seen in my life.
Man's wavy, bro.
Okay, and it's something throughout. You know, when you think of Everton, sometimes it's like a blue collar kind of tough, get stuck in kind of stuff, and then you bring this swag to the team, and I'm like, all right, I'm enjoying this, and there's a little bit of like. You know, when you bring that kind of class and quality and even style, what's the balance of, all right, I know what the club needs, and I know we you know, we're always kind of worried about relegation and all this other stuff, but still being like, I got to be myself and I got to do what I got to do. So how do you balance both of those things when you join a club like Everton?
I think for me, it's easy to balance. Obviously, first of all, I like to work hard, but then I put my ability, you know, for the team. Like, they got me for what I can do, you know, dribbling and helping the team win games, like scoring goals and assists, you know. But yeah, obviously knowing that I'd come here, knowing the style of play of the team, I knew that I'd have to work hard. So I do that, you know, naturally, and then obviously the dribbling things, it just comes naturally too, because I've been doing that since I was young. So.
Yeah, and we read up a little bit. I mean, obviously, Christian already knew this, but I read up and found out your father was a choreographer, a dancer, and that teaching you how to dance early on, you kind of use those moves on the pitch. Now, here's the thing. Christian and I are both Latin Americans, okay? I'm Cuban American. He's Dominican American. I learned to dance when I was young. How come I don't play like this, bro? What happened to you? What dance did you learn that made you that good on the pitch? I got none of that.
I got merengue in me.
I've been doing salsa out there all day.
I don't dribble like that, though.
I'm two-stepping, and all these balls are going past me, bro. What dance did you learn, or what was it that you think you were able to translate to the pitch?
So it's everything that had to do with body movement, like body feints. Obviously, I'll be doing it with a football. Like, my dad would do it with his body, because he used to be a dancer, and I'll just recreate it with a football. So like, for example, if, I don't know, like trying to go to the left side, I'll do like a body feint that side, and then so I can go that side. You know, that's everything to like send the player the other way.
Right.
But like, yeah, just my dad just done it to me like since I was young, and it just got easier for me to like start doing body feints. You know, it's more like body feints than dancing, but because my dad used to recreate a lot of things with the dancing, then I just try to replicate with ball, you know.
It's smart, the body control.
It's probably hilarious when Iliman is actually dancing with the woman and she's just flying the other direction. She's like, oh, I didn't know you were.
He faking her out, bro. Oh, you thought I was going left side?
You gotta keep up with me.
Yo, Iliman was at the club, bro. Homie did a bicycle kick. It was crazy.
But so you had done a you were telling your story. It came out on the Everton YouTube channel. I was watching it recently, and there's all this footage of you as a child. I mean, you're dribbling, you're like freestyle, like you were doing this at an incredibly young age, and it's something where, you know, you were talking about your father, and you know, being so grateful for the time, the commitment, and all the lessons. And I'm watching it, and this part of me, you know, I didn't have a dad that involved, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, you got an African dad that is there. He seems like he loves you and showing you all this care.
He's even filming you.
He's filming you. I'm like, this is already like, he's like a unicorn, bro. This is nobody gets this kind of dad. You won the lottery, don't you think?
Of course, 100%, and especially because I grew up with around a big family. I have 7 sisters, and obviously it wasn't easy to obviously deal with everyone, and you know. But yeah, my dad had time for all of us. Obviously, I was with him 24/7, like training. He'll bring me to school. He'll bring me to football. He'll bring me to when I was young, he didn't miss one of my football games. Like he came to all of them, with his camera and filming everything. Like I've seen on YouTube. Nah, he's been amazing. He's been the reason why I'm here today. So
beautiful.
That's a beautiful. Wait a minute, isn't there a famous street in London called Seven Sisters? Right in North London.
Yeah.
Damn, you must get PTSD when you say you're like, yo, I gotta buy a bunch of birthday gifts.
Seven Sisters.
That's crazy.
The bullying must have been crazy.
No, it was fun because I went to school somewhere else.
Okay.
You got to miss out. That's a lot of birthday tips. I forget my wife's. I forget my anniversary. I don't know how you remember 7 birthdays. That's great. I hope some of them are twins and you can double up. But I think one of the things that astounded me about you is you grew up a little bit in France, just outside of Paris, north of Paris, and I'm going to mispronounce it, but Rouen.
Rouen, yeah.
Rouen, okay. Yeah. And then you moved to London, or you moved to England. Was there a culture shock for you, or were you maybe like, football is kind of a universal language? We say this with comedy and football. Like we can talk to anyone in the world, even if we don't talk the same language, because everyone in the world laughs and everyone except Americans play soccer, play football. So for us, it's pretty easy to communicate with people. Did that help that sort of move for you?
Yeah, it helped a lot. Obviously, I came and I didn't speak a word of English, but then obviously I got into. So as I came to England, I went to a lot of like football camps and things like this, and it was quite easy, because everyone was just like we're just playing football and we're just talking, making friends. I was young as well, so it wasn't that hard to learn or a new culture. I was just going on about my business, and then obviously I went to school as well. And that's how I made my friends by football. My first day at school, I had PE, like sports, and I was just playing football. And then that's how I made my friends. They just saw how good I was, and then that's how I went on. So yeah, it was kind of easy to get introduced to in England.
Yeah, I'd be your friend too. I'd be like, you see, he's on my team. He's on my team.
Yeah,
I'll pick him up.
It's a superpower to like make friends. So we're obviously joking around about Americans and their interest in the sport, but it is growing a lot. And
huge.
And Everton are making their way again to United States. And every time I love when Everton play in the U.S. because we get to it feels like a little bit of a pilgrimage. Like everybody gets together. All the American Everton fans meet in one location. Have you played in the U.S. before or anything like that? Like, is this your first time?
Yeah, that would be my first time. Yeah.
All right, dude. I'm gonna be at definitely either one or all of these games.
I have a feeling all of them.
Yeah. So I'll make sure to say hello. Hopefully, you get like a photo or something. But this is so July 26th at MetLife, which is the stadium close to us, is the first game against Bournemouth. But what are you most like looking forward to when it comes to playing in the US?
I'm excited about the stadiums. I've seen a lot of the stadium and they looked really good. Obviously the weather, helps, yeah. I'm sure it'll be great. And obviously the fans, it's nice to see fans from other countries supporting your club, so it'll be good to meet with them too.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity, especially for a club like Everton, which, I think a lot of clubs, especially that are doing really well, are in the Premier League. This is a big opportunity to gain a lot of fans. And for someone like me, who's not an Everton fan, I'm an Arsenal supporter, but when I watch Everton games, because I know we're going to talk about it on the show, you stick out immediately. Immediately, I'm like, yo, that's the type of guy I want to watch play football. So you're going to be bringing a ton of fans over to Everton's side. Talk to some of those American fans right now that maybe don't have a Premier League team that listen to this show, and why should they pick Everton? In particular, what is it about you and the club that you have around you? And I know you guys have sort of been up and down, but you guys are doing really well right now. What is it about Everton that should make an American fan that doesn't have a Premier League team pick Everton?
I haven't been in a long time, but as soon as I came in, the love I've got from the fans and everyone is unbelievable. Like they made me like fall in love with the club. Quickly, the way they support their team, it's like it's the only team in the world that exists, the way they support their team is the Obviously the history of the club, I think it's just one of the best clubs in the Premier League, and the time right now is not, we haven't had the best season, but it's growing, and we're sitting against big teams the way we're playing at the moment, we're getting some good results, against Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, obviously some not so good, but I feel like the club is going to reach new levels, you know, and hopefully starting to win trophies in the near future. And
okay. Yeah, and look,
it's the magic word.
I'll just add to that. It's the greatest goddamn club in the Premier League. Bro.
You know what? You put a little bit of sauce on what he just said.
I mean, there's something about you know, when I was like picking a team, and it's always like you know, sometimes it's like cringe. We always get this from like England fans in England that are like, oh, you know, how you sort of connected with this club, and there's always a lot of banter online. But when we went to Liverpool and went to Goodison Park, it was the opposite of what it sort of feels like on the internet. There were so many Everton fans that were either doing like, thank you for picking my club. Like I was born here and I have to support them. So it's weird that you're from like a different place and you chose to do this to yourself, to put yourself through all this emotional anguish. But they
also were like, yo, come here, come hang out with us, come do this.
The love.
It was like you immediately get invited into a family. It's amazing. You didn't pick Everton, like you said, hey, I'm going to be an Everton fan, and Everton fans adopted you.
Exactly. It's so yeah, that part of it. I might be the first Dominican Everton fan. If I might be in the
books to you, dude.
So no, man, this is I want to talk about a couple things. You like, unfortunately, you had a bit of an injury during the season, which like slowed the like rise that we all saw happening. But you had some incredible moments. You scored I believe the goal was against Tottenham, right? The one that you dribbled through a couple folks, right?
Scoring against Tottenham for an Arsenal fan. Thank you.
And our producer, who's also on the line, is a Tottenham supporter, so I'm sure he's going to love this. But that was just one of the most fun moments this season, because again, when I was mentioning that confidence and that swag, and it's something I sort of see it from you. I see it from Dwight McNeil as well, as far as like just there's something about him too, where the dribbling is just like wavy. You don't know which way he's gonna go, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of fun, sort of maybe in training and stuff like that. But that moment and that goal to be able to do stuff like that and get fans at Goodison Park excited. What are those moments like for you?
These moments are amazing, you know. Well, first of all, these goals are like my signature moves. You know, like I like to. My favorite goals, you know, they're like get the ball from the middle and then just dribble one, two players, and then score the goal. You know, that's kind of my signature goal. But I'm kind of an entertainer. You know, I like to get the fans off the seat. I like them when they just, you know, I dribble and then just go It makes me go again and again and again. Obviously, you need some end product. Like you need to finish with something good after that.
Yeah.
But these moments are good. You know, for me, because of the type of player I am, it creates that chemistry with the fans as well. And it's good to have the fans, you know, behind you, supporting you, and just telling you to keep going.
Yeah,
you could see why he's a fan favorite.
Yeah, the other thing is when I was watching the video about your background, there's so many clips of you as like a 8-9-year-old doing the same things you're doing now, dribbling through. There was one moment where there was literally like 7 green shirts around you, and you're dribbling through all these kids. And so there's a little bit, sometimes, you know, you'll scroll through Instagram and TikTok and you see kids like dribbling and people are always like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing or whatever. Yeah. But there's the comments are sometimes like, yo, does this kid pass? Does this kid pass the ball? And then I'm watching. So I'm wondering, like, as a child, how much was that supported? Or how much was that like trying? I'm sure there were coaches.
Well, didn't the media call you like the next Zinedine Zidane in France?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No pressure, bro.
Yeah, that was a newspaper. It was a show, and then they said the next. I think it was Zidane. Yeah, and things like that. Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah, well, yeah, go for it.
No, obviously I do pass. I do pass the ball. When you're young, you just play. You know, it's free. You're free play. You know, sometimes you pass. Sometimes, you know, it's not too serious. You know, like you just want to have fun and things like that. I mean, for me, I was kind of preparing for the future. You know, at that age, I kind of knew where I'd want to be in the future. So all these dribbling things, videos and things like that, where like I've been like day and night, I'm just practicing these things, and then I just want to redo it on the pitch. That's just how I am. Yeah, some coach would get angry. Some coach would shout at me, pass the ball, pass the ball. I'm like this.
Yeah. You're like, hey man, I need the highlight tape. Dad's filming, bro. I do want to ask. There's first of all, seeing you play, I get all of this, man. You're so calm, you're so chill, you're comfortable. You can see how comfortable you're on the ball. All of this makes sense. Now getting a chance to meet you, and I hope I get to meet you in person. But there's a player you played with on your team called Jack Harrison. Many years ago, he started in New York City, and we are big New York City FC fans.
Yeah.
So we wanted to honor him. And we named a sandwich after him. Now, I know that may not sound like anything, but in New York, that's one of the biggest honors. That's as close to getting knighted as a New Yorker gets. And I'm not making that up. It's a big deal to get a sandwich named after you. If there was an Ndiaye sandwich, what would that have in it?
Ndiaye sandwich? It'd probably be basic, Just put something like chicken, a lot of cheese. I love cheese.
Okay.
I'm in.
Fromage.
Okay.
Okay, I know.
Fromage American.
Yeah, just probably some salads, like not too much, a little bit. Tomatoes. I say cheese, probably some onions, pickles, like pickles. Yeah, not too many, not too big the burger. Just,
no spice?
Yeah. No spice. I don't like spice.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I don't like spicy food.
Right.
Interesting. We're learning so much.
I'm probably just like ketchup, mayonnaise, something like that.
Wow, okay.
It's basically a chicken chopped cheese. That's what you just made.
Okay.
Is that nice? Chicken chopped cheese. Is that nice?
There you go. Chicken chopped cheese. That's the
You would imagine, your style of play is fairly spicy.
That's why I said it.
You would think, but hey, it is what it is.
Okay, put it on the side.
The way I'm on the pitch is not the same how I am outside.
I love it. I love it. Iliman, dude. So just a heads up to everybody. So July 26th is when the Premier League Summer Series starts. The first game is at MetLife. The next game is at Soldier Field on July 30th, and then August 3rd at Mercedes-Benz Field.
Ooh, New York, Chicago, Atlanta. Those are three great cities.
We've been to all three stadiums. They're gigantic stadiums, and they're really, really cool. Iconic places as well. When it comes to, I just want to say this. When it comes to stadiums, have you gotten a tour of the new stadium at Bramley Moore Dock? And the future of what Everton Football Club is going to look like is really, really exciting. It's an exciting time right now. How excited are you to be playing in that stadium next season?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Stadium looks unbelievable. Yeah, massive. Yeah, it looks great. I'm excited to get the season next year going, in the Premier League. I feel like this club is just getting bigger, We've got a new stadium. Obviously, we're just trying to finish up this season now and then just can focus on going to that stadium, I'm just really excited.
All right.
So here's what we got to do. We got to go to the stadium when it opens to go watch Ndiaye play. And we got to eat the Ndiaye sandwich.
We're going to make an Ndiaye sandwich.
We got to go. We got to bring sandwich.
It's just dumping cheese all over our chicken. It's going to be crazy.
You act like I'm not already putting cheese on my chicken.
Iliman, dude, seriously, as an Everton fan and even, just as Cooligans and just thank you so much for being on the show. It's a really, really cool experience and excited to obviously finish out the rest of the season and then also get to see you out in the States in the summer. So best of luck going forward, brother.
Thank you very much.